Okay, right, this video is going to show you guys how to end up with something like this model here after you've done the bits I showed you in the PowerPoint this morning on how to sketch it out on paper. So obviously you've got to have sized up everything, and like the picture I showed you on the PowerPoint, you need to come up with a minimum size for your circuit board, battery. You need to have worked out how it's going to fit inside your box, work out how the panels are going to fit together, and then on paper I want you to have sketched all the bits you need to make. Only when you've done this can you do the 2D model, because otherwise you're just going to be wasting your time. Okay, so you should have a plan, something like this. I know I'm trying to sketch a design and all these little bits that are all going to fit together. Okay, right, load up 2D design. That's an icon like this one here, and obviously yours won't load up with it ready done. This is what you're aiming for. Okay, I'm going to make a new document anyway. There we go. I'm going to save that before I do anything else. So save this to your documents, your technology folder. Call it CAD Case Design Electronics or something like that. That'll do. Okay, right. I'm not going to show you how to draw the whole thing because that'll take forever. I'm just going to show you the basic drawing tools, how to use them, and how to draw a few shapes, and then you're going to have to do the hard work yourself because it's your coursework. So down the left hand side you've got all your drawing tools. These are all the different shapes you can use, and on the right hand side you've got tools that help you with drawing, like lining things up and attaching lines together and things. So along the bottom you've got these boxes, relative, distance. They tell you the sizes of what you're drawing. So if I go back to my model here quickly, I know that for instance this general area here needs to be at least 140 by 70 high. So I'm going to go and get the square tool on the left, just click, and I'm going to click and hold and drag, and you'll see the box. You can drag a box to whatever size. Now if you look at the box that says relative, again down in the bottom, you'll see the numbers changing as you do that. So I needed 170 and I needed it 40 high. I think that's, or was it 140 by 70, sorry. There you go, 140, 70 high. Okay, like so. So that's a box for the front panel that I'm going to make first of all. If you want to move things around on the screen, get the arrow tool, drag a box around what you want to move, and then the little yellow square in the middle will allow you to drag it. Next thing I'm going to do is just add some sides onto this, and I'm going to get the line tool to do that. Okay, now I could just draw by clicking on the edge and moving. If you go and get this tool up here, the little square called attach, you can actually click near the edge and it will sort of latch onto it, which makes it a bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to draw one angle, maybe going to draw another one coming down like that. Okay, make sure your lines are vertical or horizontal where they need to be, and draw this way. Okay, and then I'm going to draw from there to there, and the attach tool just makes things easier to construct. Okay, right. I now want to mirror that on the other side. I don't want to have to draw it again by hand. I'm just going to mirror the thing. And if you click and hold where you've got this little weird 2 square shape, click and hold and you'll see more tools appear. You've got mirror image. Now you have to have selected what you want to mirror first. So if you click the lines you want, so I want to mirror that one, this one and that one. Now to select several lines, hold down shift while you click them. Okay, like so. Once you've selected them, click the mirror tool, and you want to repeat it and click OK. And now what you're going to draw is the mirror line, as if you were going to put a mirror and reflect it. You're going to draw the line, so that would be in the middle of here. So if I draw a line about there, and that will reflect it about that line. Okay, so that saves me having to spend ages trying to be accurate. I can just reflect it if it's a symmetrical shape. Right, next job. If we were to send that to the laser cutter, obviously we want one panel. Looking at my picture, I just want one big square panel, but at the moment I've got these lines here, and the laser will just cut those lines out and you'll end up with 3 chunks, so we want to get rid of these 2. Now, nice easy tool to do that. Where it says delete any, if you click and hold, you've got this one here, delete part of an object. Select that, and any lines that are kind of overlapping, if you like, you can delete, so you've got one nice outline. Okay, right, that's the front. if I look at my plan, I can see the back is exactly the same as the front, so rather than draw the whole thing from scratch, there's a nice copy and paste feature. Again, getting the arrow tool, select the whole thing, and you could go edit, copy, edit, paste, or you can click the little square down there and it will make an instant duplicate, and just drag that out the way. Okay, so I've now got 2 panels. The last couple of things I'm going to show you how to do are just how to do text, really, because everything else is down to you guys to build whatever size pieces you need to make for your particular case. So text is dead easy. You got ABC on the left over here, click on it and click to start typing. So I'm going to just type the letter A and click OK. Now we do need to change a few things. If we leave it black, the laser will burn that through, and we don't want to do that because it's a waste of time and it will give you a horrible letter A on your box. We just want to engrave it, and if we want to engrave things, we colour them red. That's just the standard way of doing it for the laser cutter. So select your letter, and up here we've got line, click the box that says colour next to it and select red there, and do the same where it says colour next to fill, so that both the outside and inside of the letter is red, and that will now be engraved. You might want to shrink it a bit, in which case you just drag the little corner boxes. Okay. There's all sorts you can do here, by the way. If you want to rotate things, that little ball on the side there allows you to angle them. Might be useful if you're trying to fit things together. Last one I'm going to show you how to do is adjust the size of something. If you look at the PowerPoint, I've written down all the sizes of the common components. So for instance, I know if you're making an LED, you need to put in a normal LED hole would be 5mm across, but you've got to compensate for the fact the laser beam removes a little bit more material than you want. It actually takes off 0.2mm more than you need. So I'd actually only need to make the hole 4.8 diameter, that is. And unfortunately this program doesn't work in diameters, it works in radius, so you need to divide that by 2. I know that's confusing. So 4.8 divided by 2 would be 2.4. In either way, just draw yourself a circle, click on it, and if you go down to property here in the bottom right, and where it says radius, just type whatever number you need in there. Okay, so make sure you follow it by mm for millimeters. Click update, and that has now resized that circle to the exact size that you need it to be. Okay, right, that's all I'm going to do for now. If you've got any other questions, anything that you want to do and you want to know if it's possible, it's probably best if you ask me in person. But for the basics, you can keep coming back to this video to help you.